Hey friends, welcome back to the garage. My name is Jim with Philly Fix, and I'm so glad you're here. Today we have some flex on flex action. Now, this is a family channel, and I don't usually condone behavior like this. But we have to check out what the performance of the entry-level flex impact driver is to the quick eject top-of-the-line impact driver. So the entry-level impact driver comes in a few different configurations. You can get it with the 4-tool kit that has the flashlight, the reciprocating saw, and the entry-level drill driver, as well as two 2.5 amp hour batteries. That kit will run you $399. You can check that out on Lowe's website. You've also got the quick eject that comes in a kit with either just a 5 amp hour battery and a 2.5 amp hour battery, or a kit that includes that plus the top-of-the-line turbo mode drill. Back to this one for a sec. I forgot to mention that you can get it with the entry-level hammer drill, I believe. Either the drill driver or the hammer drill, either way. One thing that's a little disappointing, but maybe this will change as they continue to progress the product line, you can't get either of these in a bare tool. So battery-wise, you actually can't get the entry-level impact driver with anything but a 2.5 amp hour battery in a kit. If you want a bigger battery, you have to go buy a kit with one of the premium tools. So for that reason, we're going to test both of these first with a 2.5 amp hour battery, because the quick eject does come with a 2.5 amp hour battery in both of the kits in which it's included. So clearly Flex felt that the 2.5 amp hour battery was sufficient to run both of these. Then we'll run a test with the 5 amp hour battery on both, even though you'd have to buy multiple kits in order to get the 5 amp hour battery connected to this lower tier impact. But I think you guys will probably want to see that anyway. In front of me, I have 14 layers of 1/2 inch OSB stacked, glued together, and I have a couple of screws in either end just to hold it together for good measure. I had to get a little creative financing-wise to buy this OSB in today's lumber market.
Where's the car?
But it was totally worth it because we're going to run some great tests. OSB is more consistent than regular wood. It doesn't have knots in it. It's not perfectly homogeneous. Obviously, if you wanted perfectly homogeneous wood, you'd really have to get MDF, which isn't really wood. And I don't know. I just feel like drilling through layers of MDF isn't that common. It's not that common to drill through layers of OSB either, but at least it's closer to real wood. It balances that homogeneous, consistent nature with sort of being real world. I hope you guys can appreciate that. But let's take a look at the tests that we're going to conduct on these two impact drivers. Up first, we have the 1/4 inch by 6 inch lag screw test. I'll do 3 of these lag screws for each impact. Then we have the 3/8 inch by 6 inch lag screw test. I'll do 1 of these screws for each impact. And finally, we have the 1.5 inch Spade Bit test. This is where I'm going to try the 2.5 amp hour battery on each impact. Then I'm going to switch over to the 5 amp hour battery and see if we get any performance improvements. Okay, so up first, let's weigh these things with the 2.5 amp hour battery. This would be the latest configuration you could possibly use on these. So this is the quick eject, comes in at 4 pounds, just under 1 ounce. Let's try the lower tier impact. And that comes in at 3 pounds and about 12 ounces or so. So you're only saving between 4 and 5 ounces by going with the lower tier impact. Okay, so we're going to start out with our standard impact driver. We've got a fully charged 2.5 amp hour battery. We have our 7/16 inch nut driver inserted in the collet. No modes to select on this. We have 6 inch long, 1/4 inch lag screws. We're going to drive all 3, average the times for each impact. Okay. All right, this one's a little proud of the board, but pretty close. Okay, we got the Flex Quick Eject. We have a fully charged 2.5 amp hour battery. We have it on mode 3, which is just speed 3. Neither of these screw modes enabled. We'll put our 7/16 inch nut driver in. And here we go. Okay, so I'm going to do the timing on my video software after the fact, but personally, I feel like the Quick Eject higher end impact got it in maybe an inch further, half an inch further before it started hammering mode. Also, I think it was clearly faster than the baseline model. So up next, we're going to step it up a bit with our 3/8 inch, 6 inch length lag screws. We have our 1/2 inch socket with adapter on the standard impact driver, which still has 4 bars of battery. Let's see how it does. All right, so as I was pushing down on the top, I didn't want to block these vent holes, so that's why I was kind of messing with my hand there. But let's try the Quick Eject. Again, we're still on speed 3, and we still have 4 bars of battery. This has no vent holes on the back, so you can confidently smash your hand against that and not block the airflow. So that's just an ergonomic thing I wanted to mention. All right, it did poke out the side a little bit. So what we're going to do is we're going to run this out. All right, and we're going to try it again. So yes, this drove an extra lag, and now the battery's dropped to 3 bars. Not perfect. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll take the battery off, and I will get the battery from the other impact, which is also down to 3 bars now, but at least it'll be an even number of drives on each battery. All right? So we're closer in to the middle of the board. That shouldn't poke out again. Okay, we will see what the times are when I edit the video. So I understand that there are you barbarians out there that drill holes with your impact driver. I prefer to use a drill to drill holes, but in a nod to those of you that prefer to use your impact driver, I've taken a Bosch Daredevil 1.5 inch self-feed Spade Bit, and I've put it on the base level impact driver, which now has 4 bars of battery again. I guess it just had to recover from that one thing. I didn't charge it any further. We've got a standard non-pressure treated 4x4. You can see we have a knot here, but nothing else. So we will start, right about here. We'll avoid that knot. We'll get it clamped into my table here. And we'll see if both can make it through, and if so, how long it's going to take. So we'll steer clear of that knot. I'm not going to push too hard. I'm just going to guide it in. It's a self-feed bit. Ready? Okay, it made it. Again, I don't personally prefer to use my impact driver to drill holes, but I know that some of you do. It did make a nice clean hole, I'll give it that. It also made a hell of a mess in my garage here. All right, so we're still down to 3 bars on the higher end impact model. I guess that makes sense. It's probably drawing a little more current maybe than the lower end model. But we're gonna go here, again, no knots that I see. We'll make sure we're not too close to the adjacent hole. And here we go. All right, considerably faster on the quick eject. So nice performance there. So next what I'd like to do is, I'm going to slide this over. We have a knot there. Not a very big one, but we'll skip to over here. What I would like to do is take the 5 amp hour battery pack, try it on each, and see how it compares in drilling this 1.5 inch hole with the Spade Bit. Now, as of today, which is April 23rd, I only have one 5 amp hour battery, so I'm gonna have to run the test on this one, take the same battery and move it to this one, but I don't think it's gonna make too much of a difference. So we're gonna compare how the times are with the 2.5 amp hour battery and then the 5 for each impact driver. I felt like that was a hair faster. The video footage and timing will tell me, and of course I'll put it on the screen, but just by feel, I feel like that was even faster than the quick eject with the 2.5 amp hour battery. Tongue-tied this evening. All right, so we've got our standard impact, and we're gonna put our bit into this one, and we're gonna see how the 5 amp hour battery benefits or maybe doesn't benefit the lower tier impact. All right. Hard to tell on that one. I'm gonna have to go back and review the video, but you will get to see it on the screen here. The quick eject and the standard model, they're both nice impact drivers. They're both a little toasty right now. I'd say this one's a little bit warmer. But you know, they're both nice tools. They're about as loud as any other impact driver. They're ergonomic to use. They both feel nice in the hand. You know, the grip and the rubber overmolding on both is pretty much the same. So the advantage here is that you have additional mode selection. You have that quick eject feature, and you just have a more powerful, faster impact driver. But if you get the reciprocating saw kit that comes with this impact driver, I don't think you're going to be disappointed in this for any reason. But if you must absolutely have the best of the best from Flex, this is the one you want to get. Thanks for watching. This is going to do it for the Flex on Flex impact comparison. I have some great videos coming up for both the entry-level Flex and the quick eject. I'm going to put the entry-level Flex against the Milwaukee non-fuel brushless impact, the DeWalt non-XR brushless impact, the lower-level Makita brushless impact, and some things like that, as well as the black Metabo HPT impact driver. And then for the quick eject, I've got the DeWalt XR, I've got the Cobalt XTR, I have the Makita XDT16, I've got the Metabo 36 volt triple hammer. So we've just got all kinds of impact head-to-head competitions coming up. So if you enjoy my videos and you want to see those, hit the subscribe button, then make sure to click the bell and hit all so that you know as soon as those videos are posted. I've got other great stuff coming up. So stick around. God bless you guys. Jim with Philly Fixed.
Hello, I'm Jim Davis.